think it's all right to touch him?
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid,
Is everything...
Oh, yeah, it's just...
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. Or I took it on, you see, after she... Well, and not only is it ready...
Impressive.
You couldn't take them some...
It'll be nice being the...
Oh, she always had a soft... Here you go. You hear that, Martel?
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still.
It would explain Blackson's foul mood.
And you say Sid built this place?
So Martha's all right.
Yep. You two look like you could use something to eat.
Martel. Now, what?
Weren't she the girl from the furrow?
Of course she was. An odd sort.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them?
These aren't those apples. She'd have been proud, and rightly. Them old apples were enough to curdle your guts. But these beauties are as sweet as you like.
I'll have to pay the boys down in the backyard a visit to tell them thanks.
A gift from the backyard.
Blimey, these take me back. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for...
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourself. Hang on. He's our mum. I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Kind of reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over.
Also, well, I've got some. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and,
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's... The curse break. They were clear.
They remember, I suppose, she put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to... When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree.
And through you.
I didn't do anything, really, but... Thank you.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop.
Of course not. I'll... They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful?
It's not deep. Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing but...
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small?
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
Excuse me.
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. The Empire wants answers on what the Empire wants.
Don't they, Chuck?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. For outlaws. Or their 140 legions. Like that, boy.
100? I heard it were 1,000.
You're a long way from home, aren't you? Much obliged. There you are. Fare you well?
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the high...
You seen him?
I'm sorry.
The black... At least I think there was a black ship.
Was this the first time?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring... If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a black shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out. Greetings, friend.
I know that.
We couldn't help noticing...
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village. You are to leave Amber...
May I at least ask...
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but the Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and it's just as swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly. This village will not become another Eastpool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to death. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth, but other than Martha, who else? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before? Perhaps the next village will yield more... This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? Did the mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Give me thunder! It's over!
More of my mother's men.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome...
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you... We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. Next morning.
Snow, you didn't hear nothing.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to work.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed. Be closed.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
You find no succor to the south, travellers, nor beyond the Buick.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Stay down!
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Old enough for
Fuck off! Hang the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your sties!
Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards.
I suspect everyone in that crowd. Was that the only way?
Officially, yes. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. And the entire place, do you think it's safe?
As long as it...
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned, then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son?
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. At least you're not dead. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buet. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by... This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
Sir Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been
very good.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one thing which will grant putting an end to the...
And so we shall.
We'll keep them from the bridge. Don't you...
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I didn't.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds could guard aught against the might of the... Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
More dragons!
Worms. The
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point, that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it... I often wonder if the nation we once knew is her fields rot. Her people, we battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we've yet, be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. For as long as the Firebird's flame and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalind.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak...
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have...
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever any...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustenus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others. Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess. I didn't take you for a scholar.
Oh, this? Well, it's I borrowed it from old... Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? From Spit...
If it's my blessing.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer.
Fantastic!
So...
chances... The only... A beast.
As the book says.
Well, only that the...
Roses. One of the butchers in Martha's... Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here
Can't exactly
have to
leave
look
old
after each
Martha.
other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the guilt...
Unwanted violets. If you have them.
Boy, I haven't heard. You're looking for scorpions to chuck them in the pot when... And even if they were...
Do these...
I dare say they do.
Thank you.
It'll take ages to tidy all of this stuff up.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha, I'd be daft to stay.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against. Better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Did you find,
I didn't.
Marvellous! Let's see.
You wouldn't be wrong.
I present Chances. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm mad.
Well, it'll be too late once I've... Odin's teeth! What an assault on us! And yet, up through the pungency there rise... It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but... I must share this gift. I won't. A single mouthful.
I'm...
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these guardians of the flame?
Same way they never heard.
How may I help you today, Clive? I don't have that one. You do. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive!
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't, and if I'm honest, he ain't been for... Normally it only takes a couple of... Something's getting him down. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? But I'm thinking he might if we...
Fine.
No.
But if he doesn't...
All right, now, wait a bit.
monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been... I thought you might want...
I told you not to stick your...
Clive just wants to help, innit? Talk to him. You never know. Please, mate.
Feel shite. It's not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armour, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Like, made my stuff look like it. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, there. You got what you came for.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Didn't think anything could rattle.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning him. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work. Which will...
I couldn't agree
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody...
Glad to hear it. Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it up. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up, but it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd, makes all his stuff to order. But the fella who can...
You don't know where we might find...
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd. Don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much...
I see.
He did tell... Apparently, his next commission...
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, mate.
Thank you, Karen.
At least...
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have.
I'll leave the hunt while you get on with that.
Good idea.
Good day to you. Sid.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding.
Good day to you. Let's see.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
Don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. Is something there, boy? Could that be our man? Are you all right?
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off.
More likely that...
The name's Camille.
Not so lowly. Do you remember selling to...
Bought a cuirass for... Didn't stop it.
It's not her who...
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a mark.
Blacksmiths are proud folk, and I actually...
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that. If your man's as skilled as he's...
You sure?
Well, and thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is.
In that case?
I'd be much obliged. I've got some... You send your blacksmith.
Will do. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find the... How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered a good few times, too. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get... Oh, this is fine work.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Here, Clive.
Camille,
I thought there ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up. Turns out he's from Tabor. But our friend Camille guards a long-held...
Then we better keep this close.
Listen, sorry for putting still. I'm glad...
That was the idea. Clive's idea. Anyway, he did...
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up. And don't get me started, Alma. I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no... Anyway, enough nattering.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. It wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like... Right, now that's sorted. Thanks, Clive.
Back, are you? Not saying for you, do you? And how am I meant to do that, then? That it? Fine.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Going purse weighing you down. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad. All the bloody dust.
A sea voyage this time, is it?
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake, the mother crystal that rises. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian... As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and making Drostanus the holiest of holy, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria. sacked the capital. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little.
But not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Typical nobles.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.